nice. There's so many people. Wow. So many names I recognize. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. So the thing is, I've been seeing Ritika for some time now. Ritika's, she has this gorgeous smile, amazing smile. She comes in and she has this selfless aura. And she thinks of how she can make everyone else have that selfless aura. So what is the nicest part about her is that it really, this is what is my impression of her. Now, the rest of the impression I'm going to tell you about. Okay. So she is a karma coach, an energy healer, and a trauma informed guide. And my God, this is such a long list. Somatic therapist, known to for her grounded yet deep intuitive approach. So, in general, if you look at her, she has a lot of qualities that many of us don't know of. So the thing is with hers is that her signature thing is the karma healing program that she has, which here she's helping a lot of people uncover their karma imprints, which is already there. What we're all trying to do is neutralize our karma, neutralize, and she's doing it in Chatke se. Right? So we're going to welcome her to help her be a part of our lives with helping us to with forgiveness is a very, very, very important tool, to bring down. So, like Master says, is without forgiving, you can't really grow in the inner worlds. You can't really move up on your spiritual path. So, to move up in your spiritual path, that is the base. And that base is what she's going to help us with. So, I welcome Ritika and I welcome all of you. I hope this session brings each and every one. I mean, no, actually, I know the session is going to bring each and every one of you great joy and happiness. Ritika, over to
Thank
you.
you. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you so much for such a lovely and beautiful introduction. Thank you
all
very, very much.
genuinely said.
Thank you. All right. So, firstly, I want to start by requesting all of you to please turn on your camera so that I can see your lovely faces. If y'all are seated, if y'all are in front of your screens, y'all don't have to look perfect. Any messiness is okay. Only I have to look a little bit presentable because they'll put me on that spotlight, no? But it'll help me to see all of you. All right. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thank you for this lovely introduction and for giving me this space and opportunity to come back here and facilitate the forgiveness sessions. Have any of you attended the forgiveness sessions before, which I was doing, I think, last year?
I'm the one
Nice.
with a hand up.
Nice, nice. Wonderful. Okay. So, yeah, I am also a pranic healer, like a lot of you over here. And I have done up until AY prep. Yeah, I just, love the practice of forgiveness and gratitude because it really helps open up our heart chakra. And that's why I'm here doing this with all of you. But before we begin, I want to I want to share a small story with you. The other day, I was conducting a full moon session and I was doing it in Bali. So I live in Jakarta, Indonesia, and I visit Bali every few weeks to conduct some workshops over there. So I was conducting a full moon workshop and I was talking to someone about something that they were going through. And this person asked me that, did you ever doubt yourself when you started doing this work, when you started facilitating these kind of sessions? And that really made me think that did I ever doubt myself? And then I said that I don't think I ever doubted if I'm good at doing this work or not. But yes, I doubted if I have to be perfect in order to be doing this work. Did I have to be like a ideal human being in order to be here and speak in front of all of you? Did I have to feel like, there is something enlightened in me in order to be here? And I questioned that a lot. And I think I still question it at some point, because sometimes that imposter syndrome sort of like, kicks in, and you wonder like, are you really like, being the embodiment of what you are sharing with others? But to be honest, I am not a perfect human being. I have many flaws. And if I ask my family to come here and give my introduction instead of Farzana ji over here, my introduction may not be as beautiful, right? So you will hear about probably a completely different side of me. And the reason that I'm bringing this up is to let you know that we are all a work in progress. And I am here to be in service to you, to share with you all the tools, all the tricks that have helped me and worked for me in this journey of growth and evolution. And forgiveness and gratitude being the two major ones that have helped me through all my struggles and relationships, even with relationship with not just people, but relationship with myself, relationship with money, relationship with, my body, with my health, every relationship. Forgiveness and gratitude has been two major, emotions that have helped me through it. And that's why I'm here doing this work. And these are not just healing techniques, right? Forgiveness and gratitude is not just healing techniques. These are two very important emotions, which, when generated in our system, they open up our heart. And all of us pranic healers know the importance of opening up our hearts, right? So, yes, I questioned if I had to be some ideal version in order to be here and facilitate these kind of sessions. But then I was explaining to this person who asked me this question if I ever doubted myself. And I realized that if I was a perfect human, I wouldn't know what to come here and share with you, because I wouldn't even be going through any of the struggles and challenges that probably you all are going through today, right? And I wouldn't even know what to say, how to guide, what to like, facilitate, because I have never experienced all that. So the only reason I can be here and do this work is because I can relate with all your struggles. I know what it means to be hurt. I know what it means to feel deep sadness. I know what it means to react out of anger and out of frustration. I know what it means to have really challenging relationships. I know what it means to go through health issues, financial issues, because I am human. I am as human as all of you, and each of us goes through these challenges. Yes, the intensity might vary, and but they will still be challenges nonetheless. For some of us, it may feel like very high. For some of us, might be something low, but it's still challenges nonetheless, right? But this relatability that I have with all of you is what motivates me to be here and share what I have learned about life with all of you. And that relatability does not happen by being at any sort of like higher pedestal than the rest of you. The relatability comes from just me being the same as you. So please, I request you all, do not call me ma'am. You have to give me respect like any other regular woman my age. I am one of you. Think of me as your sister or your friend. I am Ritika to all of you. Okay? And if you ever hear me saying anything that sounds wiser than usual, it is Master who is talking through me. It is not me, Ritika. In fact, before I came into the session, I was talking to Master and I was telling him, please, just speak through me. Whatever you want me to say today, you be I'm just the vessel and you are talking through me. Okay, so with that, as we're remembering Master and as we are, you know, um, here beginning this session, our first session in this series, let us start with an invocation. Okay, so I want to request all of you to please close your eyes and just bring your attention to your breath just for the next couple of minutes. If there are any thoughts running elsewhere, thinking about what you'll do after this session or what you were doing before. Just bring all scattered thoughts here with you right now. And just notice how your breath moves in your body. What parts of your body move along with your breath? And let's remember that higher power, the Supreme God, that gave us this life, this gift to be here in this body. And live this life. Bring to mind any higher power that you believe in. To the Supreme God, Divine Father, Divine Mother, to all the holy angels, spiritual helpers, and all the great ones, to our Holy Guru, Master Choa Kok Sui, thank you so much for your great, great blessings. Thank you for this opportunity to heal our relationships with ourselves, our relationship with others, our relationship with our finances, with our body, every single relationship. Thank you for helping us heal. Thank you for healing everyone who is present here today with your miraculous divine healing energies. And I humbly request to assign angels of love, angels of forgiveness, and healing to be present here with all the participants so that we can be blessed with love and with forgiveness, and so that we can be deeply and permanently healed. To the angels, thank you for your love. Thank you for your divine guidance. Thank you for your protection as we embark on this beautiful journey together. Thank you for helping us release all our negativity. Thank you for helping us neutralize our karma and heal our relationships. In full faith, so be it, so be it. So be it, and so it is. Before you open your eyes, please take a deep breath in and out. We're going to do that 2 more times. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And then slowly and gently open your eyes. Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you for doing that little bit of a meditation and invocation with me. Let us start by understanding karma. The series is called Seeds of Karma, right? And what do we mean by seeds of karma, and what has forgiveness and gratitude got to do with that? If anybody would like to answer. Now, the sessions here, let's keep them a little bit interactive, a little bit of back and forth of discussions, because when we heal together, when we share together in a community, when we share our stories, we realize that we are not the only ones going through the challenging times, and we can actually help each other out here. Because today is our first session, so let's start with this short interaction. We don't have to keep it long because I know, some of us tend to talk and talk and talk, and we want to pour everything out. But let's keep it short just for today. Okay, we'll have more opportunities later to share. So please feel free to unmute yourself and in just a couple of words answer the question. What do we mean by seeds of karma, and what has forgiveness and gratitude got to do with that?
What I personally feel is that what you sow is what you'll reap, and that's what Master has also been saying. So if you
Yeah.
want enjoy goodness in life, you better sow the seeds of goodness first. So it's like you cannot just uh, plant a cactus and expect a rose out of it. So that is what I personally feel.
Yeah,
Experience it
yeah.
also now after into being a pranic healer. I experience it also. And being a erratic now, I feel the karma is coming much more faster. It's like I don't have to wait. I get it instant, even faster than Maggie. So I'm very cautious now.
All right. Okay, so you're saying karma is basically what you sow, you will reap. The energy you put out is the energy that you get. All right. Anybody else?
Same, I
What has,
also think that what you sow, you reap.
okay, and what has forgiveness and gratitude got to do with that?
It helps us to reduce the bill of karma by forgiving others and being thankful to those who were starting from the Supreme God to everyone in our life, to everything we use, the food, air, and the space and the water. Giving gratitude to them, maybe it reduces or neutralize to karma. I'm not sure whether it's a complete karma, but it may neutralize the karma.
Okay. Okay. All right. Wonderful. Thank you for sharing.
It may be
Any,
setting yourself free from forgiveness is like helping yourself to be free from the clutter in your mind and you whatever you are holding on. It helps you to release what
it
I
helps to
had to
release the
do.
clutter in your mind.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Wonderful. Okay. One last one. Anybody else? Anybody else wants to go? Just one last share. Come on. There's no right and wrong answer. Please share.
Uh, may I?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
Probably it just helps you get closer to yourself and understand yourself better in order
Mm.
to probably be more careful with your own karma that you're going to do in future.
Okay. Okay. That's also one beautiful way to look at it. Wonderful. Thank you.
Ma'am,
Thank
to
you, all
be
of you, for
on the
sharing.
lighter side, ma'am, I would just want to share on the lighter
Yeah.
side, it is just a shortcut for the move on from the karma.
Shortcut for move on. Move on from what?
From the karma,
Okay.
whatever we are facing or whatever, it is the best way to come out of it.
Okay, okay, an interesting way to look at it. However, I honestly don't believe in shortcuts. There is a little bit of, you being present here. That's not a shortcut. You made the effort, right? To be here and do the work and put in the work. Some people want to escape this also. They're like, no, somebody do the magic for me and like everything will be sorted in my life. But that's not how it works, right? We have to be here. We have to forgive. We have to put that energy out, right? So, okay, but interesting perspective. Thank you for sharing. All right. Okay. So, in simple terms, here's how I would like to put it, and the reason why we also call this seeds of karma is that forgiveness helps in working through old seeds of karma, right? Whatever was planted in the past, forgiveness helps in working through those old seeds of karma. And gratitude helps in planting new seeds of karma for our future. So, forgiveness and gratitude are two sides of the same coin. One is cleansing, the other is energizing. One is working with the past, one is working with the future, right?
Sorry,
In
ma'am,
very
can you
simple
repeat
terms.
once again?
You can watch the
Sorry,
recordings
ma'am,
for,
can you repeat?
for the repeat.
Okay, okay, ma'am. Okay, thank
Okay.
you very much.
All right. Thank you. Okay. Sorry, let's not interrupt when I'm talking because then I lose my flow of thoughts. So just try to keep yourselves mute. When I ask you guys to share, you all can share, but otherwise let us just keep ourselves on mute so that I can, keep going with my flow of thoughts. Okay? All right. If you all miss out on anything, the recordings are there. You all can go back to it anytime. Okay. So, let us understand a little bit deeper meaning over here, okay? Like, why are we here? Why are we here, not just in this room, but why are we here on this planet? It is very easy to get caught up in this life, right? In this 9 to 5, we wake up, we pay the bills, we are managing our households, we are, dealing with the daily stress of life, and eventually then we leave this planet and we go. If we look at life only through that lens, it becomes pretty exhausting, right? But more than exhausting, it starts to feel mundane. It starts to feel like boring, like we're doing the same thing every day and we are going through the same struggles every day. But Master Choa, he has given us a very profound truth to live our lives with, right? He reminds us of the I am. I am that I am. I am not the body. I am not the thoughts. I am not the mind. I am that I am. I am the soul, right? The body is just a vehicle of the soul. The soul needs the body to evolve, right? We are not here just to pay bills and die. We are here to grow, to evolve, to maximize on this life, and to realize what is our true essence. The physical body is just a vehicle that the soul is using to experience this life, to experience this school of life, right? It's like a school. But what happens in a school? We make friends, we have teachers, we have to give tests and exams. And as we are interacting with this world, we are interacting with people. Sometimes these people, they start bumping into us, right? They step on our toes or they break our hearts as we interact with more people. And how we react to those experiences determine the seeds that we are planting for our future. Do you react by getting angry at the person who bumped into you, or do you react by feeling hurt and going in a corner and crying about it, or do you forgive that person because they probably just only made a mistake, right? Or do you have gratitude for this interaction that you had with this person? Because when you bumped into each other, you all started chatting and you all started making plans to meet again, and it led to an interesting conversation. That is the law of karma. Not right or wrong, not good or bad, but just action and consequence. And so, with every bump, every interaction, every person that we meet, and how we react to them, how we respond to them, we are planting new seeds of karma, right? And now, when we say that, let us practice forgiveness, we don't just mean forgiveness because it is a morally right thing to do. We forgive because actually it is necessary. It is an energetic necessity for our own survival and growth. How's that? When someone hurts you, what happens? You feel anger, right? You feel resentment, you get upset. And where does that upsetness, where does that anger or resentment feel in your body? Have you ever noticed the sensations that come up in your body when someone hurts you? Y'all can just leave some messages in the chat. Like, what do you feel? Where do you feel it in your body? Has anyone paid attention to that feeling, to that sensation that comes up? Different people feel it in different places. Somebody will feel it, yeah, in the heart, in their breathing. Somebody will get a headache. Somebody's throat will tighten up, chest will tighten up, heavy chest, solar plexus, stomach has a knot. Yeah, different people feel it in different places. But mostly anger and resentment are felt in the solar plexus, in the heart chakra, right? And then if you're feeling it in the rest of the body, it's because it started there and it is now the energy is getting congested in the rest of your body. So your solar plexus is the center of your lower emotions. When you hold on to resentment, you are literally generating dirty, congested, grayish, reddish energy in your solar plexus. And Master tells us that holding on to this anger is like drinking poison and then expecting the other person to die, right? So resentment is your poison. It is what poisons us from within. The person who hurt you might be going on a vacation, having a jolly time, having a great time in their life, completely unaware of your feelings. Meanwhile, your energetic system inside is getting congested because your feelings keep becoming more and more and more intense, and then the energy keeps getting more and more congested. So when any of our energetic centers, our chakras get affected, how does it affect our life? There are three major areas in our life, correct? There's relationships, there's finances, and then there's health. So when our health, if solar plexus is the one that controls your liver and your stomach and your pancreas and your entire digestive system, when it gets congested with anger, it physically weakens your organs, right? And then long-term resentment, if you hold on to it and if you keep reliving that memory again and again, it makes your physical body sick. Somebody said, unable to breathe, high heart rate. Last time I got hurt and I got caught fever, right? So these are very real ways in which your body starts reacting to your own emotions. Then we have relationships. Energetically, when you have this resentment towards someone, when you don't like someone, when you get annoyed at their presence in the room, one is an energetic cord is created between you and that person. Okay, it's like one thick, cord is connecting you to them. And you are literally feeding them your life force by sending them so much of this energy of, resentment and hurt and hatred and all of those things. And they are also feeding onto yours. And so you get permanently tied to this person that you even dislike the most, right? That's why we do the cord cutting. We always cut cords every time we do after forgiveness as well. And then the third area of your life, which is your money or finances. Now, the solar plexus, if that's where, we are holding on to these lower emotions, then the navel chakra, the basic chakra are below it, right? Which help in us being present in this world, our physical energy, how we show up in our, workspace, and how do we show up in, just surviving in this world through money and through the work that we do and how we show up in our workplace. If the solar plexus is jammed with dirty emotional energy, the lower chakras also cannot function properly. And so then your relationship with money starts suffering. Your sacral chakra, which is your center for creativity, that gets congested. And so you cannot think of creative, innovative ways in how you should be showing up with your work. And so that's how it repels then prosperity from your life. So when we refuse to forgive, we are the ones who are suffering physically, emotionally, financially, in all areas of our life. So forgiveness is not letting the other person off the hook. Master has given us two very important differentiations, right? There's inner forgiveness and then there's outer forgiveness. Inner forgiveness is mandatory. It is the act of cutting that energetic cord. It is the act of flushing out, that dirty energy from your system. And outer forgiveness is whether you interact with this person or trust them again, that's up to you. But it needs time and it needs wisdom. The action you take on the outside might be very different from what you are feeling on the inside. You may not want to sit down with them and actually apologize to them and tell them it's okay. You can repeat that again and I can trust you again now. Maybe you still want to hold on to your boundaries, right? But that doesn't mean that you can't see this person as a soul on the inside, the same way that you see yourself as a soul. So inner forgiveness is for you. It is energetic hygiene and it must be done. But before you can truly forgive anybody else, the most important person that you need to forgive is yourself. Why is that? Why is it important to forgive ourselves first? Because the first and most important relationship you have is with yourself. And that needs to be healed before you heal any other relationship in your life. How many times in a day do we criticize ourselves? I shouldn't have done that. I made such a huge mistake. Am I good enough to do this work? Or maybe I'm not capable of handling this. We judge ourselves so harshly. But remember what we said in the beginning, that we are just a soul. I am just a soul. I am that I am. I am a spiritual being of divine intelligence, of divine love and divine power. And I am just here using a human vehicle, and human vehicles are imperfect. You will make mistakes. It is a part of this curriculum of this school that we have come here to live. When you learn to look in the mirror and say that I am the soul and I forgive myself for all my mistakes because I am still evolving, there is a massive energetic shift. Your heart chakra opens up and your heart chakra activates. And you start flooding your aura with this energy of love. And once you know how to forgive yourself, and you'll know how to have love and compassion for yourself, you will naturally have it for others. It will just happen. It will not even take that much effort. When you see yourself as a soul, you look at that person who hurt you and you realize that, yeah, they are also just a soul, yeah, just like me. Maybe a very blind and confused soul and a very heavily congested soul with a lot of dirty energy in them, but still a soul nonetheless. You no longer see this person as somebody who's bad or an enemy or someone who's causing you harm, but you start seeing them as a soul, as a sibling, as a spiritual sibling who is suffering. And once we use forgiveness to clear that energy from our solar plexus and activate our heart, then we are making room for the second and most important part of this work, which is gratitude. We all have learned that our energy will flow wherever we set the intention, right? So, gratitude is the ultimate positive nourishment for the new seed of karma that you want to plant. When you practice deep and genuine gratitude, your heart chakra expands even more. And the heart chakra and the crown chakra are like twins, right? Twin hearts. The crown chakra, which is located at the top of your head, which is the gateway for, spirituality and for consciousness and the connection to your higher soul, it opens up. And we cannot open up the crown without first opening up the heart. You cannot reach any sort of deep spiritual illumination if your heart is closed off with bitterness towards someone. So the heart chakra is the emotional heart, and the crown chakra is the spiritual heart. And when we practice forgiveness and gratitude, both of them open up. Divine energy pours down in our system, and this energy flushes out any physical, negative energy that we are holding on to. And it brings in the right people, the right opportunities, the right like financial abundance also into our life. And, our aura starts glowing. We are vibrating at a higher frequency. And that's why we have to practice this regularly. You take a shower every day to clean your physical body, right? In the same way, to deal with stress, to deal with anger, to deal with frustration, forgiveness and gratitude, these are the basic daily energetic showers. So as we move forward in these sessions, we will go more deeper into these kind of mechanics of forgiveness and gratitude and how it shows up in our life. We'll go through relationships, we'll go through money, we'll go through ancestors, we'll go through our childhood. Every single aspect of it we'll try to cover. Okay? So let us move on into our practice for today. We're going to start by focusing on forgiveness towards ourselves. Okay? That's the first and most important. And as we do that, we are going to work on healing ourselves before healing any other relationship in our life. Because any change we want to bring into our life first starts from us. If we don't change ourselves and our own energy from within, nothing around us will change. Nothing on the outside will change. So it all starts here in our heart. Okay? So I want to invite you all to please close your eyes. Close your eyes. Be seated if you are not already. Relax. Feel the heaviness of your body on the surface underneath you, whether it's the chair or the ground. And just join your hands in prayer position. Take a nice, long, deep breath in here. And out. And try to see yourself as a soul, as a pure being of light that occupies this body, the energy that occupies this body. And look at this energy, look at this soul that you are, and gently say, Atma, Namaste. I, the soul, humbly salute the divine presence within me. We are all children of God, and we all make mistakes. And in this life, even I have made many mistakes. We are all evolving and growing. And evolution takes time. It is a process, and it involves making so many mistakes along the way. These mistakes are what shape us, what make us into who we are. So I completely forgive myself for all my mistakes. I forgive myself for all the hurt and pain that I have ever given myself. For all the times I have overly criticized myself. I forgive myself for all my past thoughts, words, actions that may have caused others any pain or myself any pain. I forgive myself for all the times that I kept very high standards for myself. For the times I expected too much from myself. For the times that I wanted to be perfect. I forgive myself for not choosing love and choosing anger. For not choosing patience, but choosing frustration. For not choosing peace, but choosing chaos. I forgive myself for all my shortcomings, all my inadequacies, all my self-criticism, all my mistakes, and all the missteps along my journey here on earth. I also forgive myself for not listening to my soul every time it was trying to guide me in the right direction. I forgive myself for all the times that I chose to ignore my own inner wisdom. And I also forgive myself for all the times that I wasn't able to forgive others. I am truly, truly sorry towards my higher soul that's always trying to guide me on my journey here. With my work, with my relationships, with my life, with myself. May the Supreme God bless me with inner forgiveness. May the Supreme God neutralize all my negative karma. May peace be with me. May peace be with me. I forgive myself I forgive myself. I forgive myself. Atma Namaste. Om Shanti 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 Om. Please raise your hands and we're going to cut all the negative cords. May all negative cords connected to me be cut, cut, cut. Continue to keep your eyes closed as we move into gratitude. Bring to your mind everything that you have experienced in this life, even though it was hard. Can you find it in your heart to bring up the feeling of appreciation and everything that these situations have taught you? I am grateful to all the lessons that my relationships have taught me. Grateful for all the time that I have made mistakes and fallen, and yet been able to pick myself back up again. For all the times that I was going through that anger and frustration, because if I wasn't, how else would I be here? Grateful to all the people in my life who accepted me the way that I am. Grateful to God for giving me this life, this experience, which can only be experienced here on earth as a soul. Grateful for my own persistence to keep going, to not give up, and continue making progress. Whether in my work, in my relationships, or just spiritually making progress. Thank you. Feel your heart open up as you experience this gratitude, this appreciation for your life. Let your heart expand and let it radiate that energy outwards. Outwards towards your own soul. Feeding yourself with this beautiful energy of gratitude. And let us also thank the Supreme Power, the higher powers that were with us today, present with us, helping us move through this healing of forgiveness and gratitude. Bring to your mind once again the same higher power that you believe in, to the Supreme God, Divine Father, Divine Mother, And to all the great ones, to our Holy Guru, Master Chokok Soi, thank you so much. Thank you so, so much for your great, great blessings, for being here, for being present and blessing us. Thank you for healing everyone who's present here right now with your divine and miraculous healing energy. To the angels, thank you for your love. Thank you for the divine guidance and the protection. Thank you for helping us release any and all negativity that we hold towards ourselves. Thank you for helping us forgive ourselves. Thank you for helping us experience gratitude towards ourselves and our life. Thank you for neutralizing our karma. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. In full, so be it. So be it. So be it. And so it is. Take a nice long deep breath in and out. And slowly, in your own time, whenever you feel ready, you can gently open your eyes with a smile. Thank you so much, everyone, for doing this together. Thank you, all of you, for being here, for being present, and for this collective energy. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ritika, for this wonderful forgiveness session. And to all people who just joined in, just share us how you felt about today's session. Because we are lucky enough, I repeat, we are lucky enough to have Ritika taking sessions for us. So I hope you all liked it. And it's been so long that Ritika was would like taking sessions earlier, and it's been a long break now. But again, I say we are lucky enough that she is here and taking this beautiful forgiveness sessions with us. So just share your experiences. We'll be opening the group today. The WhatsApp group would be open, and I hope you all are there in the WhatsApp group. Just try to share your feedback, your experiences, and if you like these sessions, just try to motivate more people to join in. So we'll be meeting every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So every alternate day, we will be meeting at 9:15 to 10 a.m. IST. Okay. So thank you everyone for joining in. And huge thank you to Ritika for taking this beautiful session with us. Thank you. Thank you so much, Ritika. Thank you. Okay. So
Thank
to
you
the
so
people
much.
who know, yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. So to the people who know that we have been doing a service session, that is Om Mani Padme Hum blessing session, where we recite Om Mani Padme Hum prayer and bless the entire earth, where we bless each and every person, each and every sentient beings with peace, love, and harmony. And in a way, we have kept this meeting ID same so that the session can be continued at 10 a.m. And in case if you have anything or you wish to leave, the forgiveness session, the cease of karma is over. Now we will start our Om Mani Padme Hum blessing prayer session. Okay, so all set? Yes. So who would be the sharing? Seema, can you share the prayer on the screen? Let me start the session if you are okay with that.
Yeah, sure.
I'll also make Urvi ji co-host. Let me stop the recording.